Hey guys, welcome back, and welcome to State of Decay. A really cool zombie game that I've been checking out the past couple days, and it is everything I've ever wanted from a zombie game. It's only in early access, it has tons of bugs and just incomplete textures, things like that. Like if you'll notice this tint, maybe it's supposed to be like that, but that's like a super bright white. It's as if the shaders don't properly work with that at night. But anyways, just a bunch of minor stuff like that. But just the core game mechanics that they're striving for are perfect. They're everything I've ever wanted in a zombie game. And what are those mechanics, you might ask? Well, first of all, every zombie game, in my opinion, needs to have some sort of home base or something of your choosing, where you can go out and you can fortify your base, you can add to your base, you can collect cars, you can collect supplies, you can collect ammo and get all kinds of cool guns and food and medicines and etc, etc. So this game has that. No other game that I've played has that. Like a zombie game, like Left 4 Dead, it's just, of course, these are totally completely different categories of games, but at the same time, let me try to find a similar game like Dead Rising, where you collect, sure, Dead Rising has a ton of different items and stuff like that you can use, but it's missing the whole base feel. Like, you're missing out on just the core, in my opinion, of what is really important in zombie games, which is just the whole survival aspect. And the best way I can explain this to y'all is if I show it to you. So, of course, here's the base. I've added on all the little gizmos on the inside, all the tents, all the beds, etc., etc. Here's a layout of the Church of Ascension, which is the home base here. And as you can tell, I can upgrade different things. I can train outsiders, firearms training, snipe zombies to extend my safe area. I'm gonna go ahead and do that actually. And then you can upgrade bunks. You can go collect more people to come live with you and have them come collect supplies. And you get the supplies from the outside and the neighboring town, which you'll see here. Here's my home base with my cars I've collected, and they all stay there indefinitely. You can collect whatever you want. The whole map, whatever you do to it, stays that same way. And just like in zombie movies, I love this fact. Once you completely search and clear a house, you get a black X on it, like you've searched it. Really cool. You can go to tall points, kind of like Assassin's Creed, and get a little survey, except you have to pick out all the points you're surveying. You can find, taverns and post offices, gun supply shops, vet clinics, and then there's infested homes. There's also zombie hordes that march around the map. My current goal is to go to this other little town, but I've spent about 6 or so hours, and I've only been here. I could drive anytime I want to these outlying cities and farms, but from just those 6 hours of play, I've been right here. So I anticipate this game to last, quite a bit of time. So let's go out into the town. I'll show you what this game's all about. The sounds are really crappy for the cars. They are absolutely terrible. You can do cool things like open your doors and slap zombies. You can run them over. Your cars will break down eventually. And up here's a zombie horde. I'm going to avoid them. Woo! Yeah, I've cleared out most of the surrounding areas. And most of these homes, you can turn into little bases if you like. There's another zombie horde. I'm going to avoid them. So I'm going to go clear this house right here, just as an example. So I'll pull up, and if you notice on the map, that little ping, that blue circle, that's the noise I'm making. Turn on the lights, you can honk the horn, you can do a lot of things with the car. Of course, I don't want to do any of those.
Might want to head down to the courthouse and see what's going on.
Apparently that was some talking. I've got a suppressor on my weapon, so I can go ahead and shoot this guy. Of course, you typically just want to kill him with hand-to-hand combat. And as someone who shoots in real life and who's an avid shooter, I love to shoot and go out on my parents own a ranch. I love to go hunt there and shoot. the reloads are slow, which is just like real life. You're not going to go reload like Call of Duty style, sleight of hand, you know, that sort of BS. But then you search through objects and homes. I think a zombie's about to come in, someone to fight him. But you can speed up the searches and make more noise. And here I found some food, so I'll load up a rucksack full of it.
Loaded up. See you back at base.
Roger that. We'll be waiting.
And these rucksacks are full of just core supplies. Of course, say I found that food, what I could do is just break open that bundle of food that I found I have on my back currently and keep it for myself. Like get a bunch of individual food items. Got a hockey stick, cool. But it's better to bring it back for the team, the group, because you'll gain influence with the group, and you use that influence to buy more. Well, not buy. You buy them with influence to take items from the community chest, sort of goods that you've brought there. Now, you can only carry one rucksack at a time, so what I'm going to do now is radio home. You can establish an outpost here. Call for words of inspiration, which is just the pastor. You talk to the pastor, it kind of boosts your stamina. Because if you're out scavenging for a while, your health and your fatigue will permanently decrease over time. So it encourages you to go home and rest. But I'm going to call for scavengers to come here and pick up the rest of the supplies. However, they don't just appear here. They have to run here, so they might encounter zombies. You don't have to go help them. They could even die on the way out here, so you gotta be sure you're not leading them into some zombie horde or something. So, as I can see on the map, the zombie horde's here, so she should be fine, or he, or whoever's coming down, to run right through here and be okay. But in order to make sure that they're safe, I'm gonna go ahead and clear out the rest of this house. I forgot I have a flashlight too. Now, there is not a flashlight animation. It just kind of appears wherever your mouse is, which is really cool. But I'm sure they'll add that in eventually, like he's holding a flashlight or he has one attached to his backpack or something like that. But as you can tell, this house is totally cleaned out, except it's not going to put a black X because I left the food there. Now, if there is one complaint I have with the game, core mechanics-wise, not all the bugs and graphically, because graphically it's not very impressive. A lot of jagged edges, stuff like that, and bugs. But core gameplay-wise, I'm not a big fan of the cartoony nature of this game. As you can tell just by the animations and the people and the characters, there's a lot of moments where you see glimpses of where it could really be not a hardcore zombie game, I don't know if that's a thing, but a more serious zombie game. One that would be like kind of almost like a Grand Theft Auto of zombie games, where this would really feel like a real-life replication of what would happen if there was a zombie outbreak. But it kind of passes up on those opportunities by having that kind of really cartoony feel to the game. At times. It's like it has an identity crisis currently. And apparently I have a friend or something in here. Not sure what's going on in here. I'm going to go check it out. That little green dot means a friend's in there. And there's finishing moves, like Z is press Z to complete finishing moves. Oh god. I'm getting destroyed right now. Controls are a little wonky as well. I've heard, I don't know if you guys watched the Force, or Dennis Dumel, don't know how to pronounce his name, his stuff on YouTube. He does a channel where he kind of reviews games and stuff like that. But he uses a controller for the game, and he has a good time with the controls. But the mouse and keyboard controls are definitely doable. They're not too big of a pain, but the control scheme could definitely use some tweaking. There are rebindable keys. Oh damn it! Okay, I got the zombie horde on me, so what I'm gonna have to do is use my car. It's about the only way to kill these hordes of zombies. I'll honk my horn to keep getting their attention, so they don't go after my buddy. And you can repair cars and stuff if you have a repair shop and like a tools expert, but unfortunately I do not. So this is kind of a loss for me. What I'll need to do is either find another car, eventually, or just keep this one repaired later on. I really like the trucks and the cop cars. They're definitely the best. And the AI too, as a core gameplay mechanic, AI is not very good. Zombies are fine, I mean, because they're dumb. But your companions, like this person I send out to go on a scavenging run, runs straight down here into some infested house for some reason. Because he somehow got zombies all over him. And he goes from there. But as to story elements, there is a story. I'm not very far in it at all. But you get a lot of little missions constantly, like to hunt feral zombies. Never encountered one of those, so don't know what they're like. And then scavengers. So could be a survivor out here. I'm actually going to do that as a mission. And then I'll probably complete the video after I do that.
I'm headed out.
Okay, watch yourself out there.
And see, how cool is that? Contextual reactions to what's going on. I click, set a waypoint, and I radio into headquarters that I'm going out. How cool is that? I think it's very, very, very neat.
I've located a zombie infestation.
Okay, there's a bunch of... The infestation spreading too, as you can tell, from home to home. I'm probably going to steal this taxi. Trying to kill that zombie, but it's not happening. I'm getting a lot of hang-ups right now too. Graphically, the graphics and the optimizations for this game need to be tweaked big time. Oh, the door. Classic. Why no zombie games or any games in general have the door opening technique? It blows my mind. Ooh, sweet Mustang. I'm gonna take that. So far, there's a good variety in the cars too, and how they handle is very different. Of course, the sounds and the actual handling are all kind of weird. Pretty cartoony. Definitely fit that feel. I'm going the right way. Make sure that zombie horde isn't on me. This is a sweet car, man.
Hang on. I've got a transmission coming in, I think.
Jack, do you copy? Damn it, man, where are you?
Sounds like they're in a bad spot. Might want to offer them a hand.
Whoops. Like the car sound is way off. And these repeated textures look
I
terrible.
really hope you're at the radio system.
Oh, texture poppins, what up?
Starting to get closer.
Where are you?
Dude, help now, please. Thank Christ.
Like, how cool is this setup?
Phone was coming. Hey, I told you my sister wouldn't make us to die.
Oh, come on, reload, buddy, come on. Okay, screw this. And you level up too with all your abilities and stuff like that.
Jacob, come on. Let's get you and your friend out of here.
No, that's okay. You just get him back to the church safe. I gotta get back to my brothers before they notice I'm gone.
Eli, we've talked.
Also on cutscenes, there is no camera angle. It's basically a set position on every single cutscene I've been to so far, like this, where you can't see certain actors, or there's a bad angle, or actors are off screen. It's like they haven't set those up yet. Again, it is early access, so not a core gameplay issue, but definitely a bug they'll have to fix, or something they'll have to add to the game.
Hey, I'm young, quick.
Plus, I have to mention the price. This is what, like 20 bucks, $19.99, something like that. So very reasonably priced.
More of those things when we get a little farther up the road. Give them some more time to get clear.
And I'm gonna go ahead and hold shift and see I make a lot more noise, but it opens it a lot faster. And 9mm ammo, which is exactly what I need. That's another thing I appreciate about this game. The ammo and gun choice selections. They're all good, and there's no fake guns. There's no like stupid like. A lot of games have like fake rip-off guns. They're just kind of just placeholders of generic models of guns that you'd expect. This game has a bunch of real-world guns that are all have the right acronyms. Like there's the G26, the Glock 26. So you got one of those. Stuff like that. And the Glock 26 is the mini version of the Glock, so they accurately represented it as a small Glock. So very, very cool. Attention to detail is amazing. It really is impressive. I really don't want to break this car, however. And when you're out looting, places are also sensitive, context sensitive when it comes to
We're on our way.
what kind of loot you'll get from a certain building. Like if you go and visit a farm, you'll find, you know, more like utilitarian or utility.
Seen you around the church before.
How can I explain this? Like building materials and tools, or you go to a construction site where there's a house that's half finished, you'll find construction materials there as well. Whereas restaurants will have food,
What was that for?
and then
You heard your sister.
you know, it'll follow that kind of realistic
Works like
line,
hell.
where you won't just find like you won't go to a vet office and find building supplies. So
Nothing's broken though. The little bed resting should be fine in a day or so. Just don't expect me to be running around town dodging zombies until then.
of course you gotta back it in, gotta make it look good. Number one priority in zombie apocalypse is making my car collection look nice. And cars have damage. Of course, the texture quality is horrendous, but they have damage and texture changes as you run over more zombies or damage your vehicle, stuff like that.
What were you thinking? You know
Again,
nobody's
the bad
supposed to go out there
cinematic
alone.
angle.
Will you please give it a rest? You're not Mom. And besides, I wasn't alone.
Tell me you weren't with Eli Wilkerson again.
That's none of your...
I don't trust him. You know what his family's like.
Eli's not his family.
Just be careful, okay? I just got you back. I don't want to lose you again. Hey, have you seen Dad recently?
Now, the last I saw him, he was going up to the lake to look for survivors.
The lake, huh? Might want to head down to the courthouse and see what's going on.
Alright, and then, finally, before I end this video, you've got all your people. They've all have different abilities and attitudes. For example, this Pastor William, he has an attitude, he has a little mini snippet of a bio. How well of friends you are with him. His health, not sure what that is. I think it's his cardio or fitness or something like that. His main weapon, his gun,
I don't know how long
and
it's
then
been
he have
around.
random attributes like team players, he's a preacher, has a bum knee, loved literature. It's cool little personal stats. And then he has real stats, which these change per person. Like not everyone has a counseling stat at all. But most of them have these 4 key ones: cardio, wits, fighting, and shooting. He's horrible. And then he also has counseling and literature as 2 bonus stats. So I guess that's good for your people, because when you get more people in your camp or bring more people to your fold of your church or wherever you decide to live. And then, like my character, for example, you don't get to choose these. This is what he comes with. Powerhouse, so he's strong, and leadership skills, along with stats that you level. So you can find some more reflexes, what she has.
I think I found us an opportunity.
Some people don't have anything,
I'm
any
sending
different
you
ones.
the location.
Gossip.
We can't just let
She's
the
really
zombies
good at
infest this
gossip.
building.
Construction and hoarding, okay. Medicine. So you'll find some interesting stats. I'm sure there's other ones out there I have not discovered. Along with your daily, how much supplies you have, how much you'll lose daily from the people in your group. Very, very fun. Very cool game. I highly suggest you guys try it out. If you'd be interested in some
Found this while I was
videos
out.
of this game, let me know as
What you
well.
got?
But this is just kind of a brief. I haven't done any videos like this. I wouldn't call it a review or anything. I just call it a, hey guys, please go check this out. I think you'll like it video, if that's a thing. So, anyways, just thought I'd let you guys know about this game because not many people seem to know about it. It's on Steam. It's a early access game. Definitely go check it out. So guys, appreciate you guys watching it, and I'll see y'all next time.